Before we start with project view, let's enter our project information. You can enter here a couple of details about your project, some of the descriptions, maybe address and your name, etc. Click OK. Let's explore view map. If I click on top right view map, I will see very similar arrangement of my views. So I can save different styles and different color range of the same floor plan in my view map. Let's have a look what we have here. Floor plans, ceiling plans, sections, elevations. Let's go to 3D view, generic axonometry. Let's find a 3D view that we would like to save here in view map. First of all, I would like to extend this mesh tool. Now I have a better view. I will open my view map and I will go to 3D views and right click save current view and new window will pop up, and here you can change the name and you can manually type the new name. For instance, I will name it as axonometry view and it's here. Whenever I click on this axonometry view on my view map, I will see exactly the view that I have just saved. Let's go to ground floor, for instance. Here I have colorful ground floor. However, I would like to change my pen set with the new pen set I have created. In order to save the changes in view map, right click and make sure that you always redefine with current window settings. It means that it will apply and save all the changes that you have done. Let's see sections. So here section 1 does not really showing me all elements that I have just created. Go to layers, Ctrl L or with this icon on the bottom. Now all layers are visible. They are all visible. Now I should really remind myself to save this new current view into the view map section 1. And also in section I can also see if I can also do some editings. I need to make sure that I redefine it with the current window settings. These are all visible here on my section. And let's create dimensions. So the settings are quite similar to the previous dimensioning or object editing. When the dimension lines are selected, you can click on Ctrl T on your keyboard and then you can change the settings. So here I arrange the dimensions, level dimensions and also linear dimensioning. When you are sure about the dimensioning, you double click and a dimension line will appear. So let's have a look at elevations. Trees are not exactly located on the floor, so I'm correcting those mistakes. We don't expect to see any objects that is obstructing our view. That's why I want to make these trees invisible on this elevation view map. And I will go to south and elevation. Here I can again give the dimensioning for sides. I can edit the style of this dimensioning. Let's talk about layout. Layout book helps you to create the document pages that you want to publish as an output of your ArchiCAD project. So my model is named as Aleut and I have sheet in text and I have floor plans, elevations and masters. So let's have a look at master pages. 4 different page sizes here. Since we will use A4 and A3 size, I will edit the project information box here in A3 landscape paper size first. So I'm editing the master page for A3 size. I can simply edit all these 2D elements on my A3 landscape master page. I can add my name, etc. And I can also add TUI logo here by simply clicking and dragging into that. You can design this information box based on your preferences, but make sure that you don't change the hashtag text boxes because those will update the information based on the view map that you will drag into your page. So similarly, I will arrange also the A4 page. I can also copy and paste some of the elements from other master page. I will simply select them and click on Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and I will edit this page accordingly. This will be our cover page for the final assignment, and it will be A4 size. Let's go to the ground floor and let's see how it looks like on our page. I can simply adjust the frame without changing the scale of my ground floor. So make sure that you don't really change the scale of the ground floor, but you just edit the frame without changing the scale. So the first floor has actually different type of project title. However, we have arranged this one differently, right? Right click and go to layout settings. And here you can see that it's arranged as A2 landscape. However, we want to use A3 landscape. So make sure that you change for all the pages you have here in your layout book. Now I have arranged in my A3 master page. In meanwhile, you can also add 2D elements on top of your drawings on those pages that we create here on layout book. So let's have a look at this north elevation a bit, and I might go back to north elevation, and then here immediately updated. This is automatically updated on my. Let's create a new subset, and I will name this subset as sections. I need floor plans, 3D views, elevations, and sections. So I need 3D view as well. So let's create also another subset and name it as 3D view. Let's create a new page for sections. Right click and create a new layout and make sure that this new layout is A3 page, and I will create another one for section A. So I have section 1 and I have section A for this example, and I can also name them accordingly. What I'm gonna do, I have now an empty page on my layout book, and I will simply go to view map and click and drag the view that I want to place on this new empty page. I need to update and I need to redefine this one as I did before. Okay, now I'm sure that they are all here, they are all saved, and I'm sure I click update and I also redefine it here. I can also add some other object. And I will go and open a new page for my 3D views. I will just name it Axonometry, and I will make sure that this is a 3 page. I will go to my view map and then I will place this 3D view. I must be sure about that I'm editing the frame, not the scale. Otherwise, the scale will be changed, will be something else than 1 to 100. So let's place also section 1 here, etc. So, more or less, I'm ready with my layout book. I have floor plans, elevation sections, and 3D views. Of course, you will arrange them more detailedly, but it's a very brief explanation here. So let's go to the sheet index. Here I have the cover page, so I have on the top I have the list of layouts that I have on my document, and in the middle there is a blank page, but I would like to actually, here if you feel like you would like to change some of the names, you can simply go to your layout book and then change these names accordingly, and they will be updated on this sheet index automatically. So what I need a kind of a representative 3D view. So I will use the one I already created here. So you can of course use something else. But for now, for the cover page, the scale can be different than 1 to 100. So I can easily change the scale of this 3D view because I want this 3D view visible on my A4 page. I can also have the information about the new scale of this 3D view on the right bottom.
So let's talk about Publisher. In Publisher menu, we have a similar arrangement like we have seen in Layout Book. Here on the bottom right, we have document options. If you haven't modified colors yet, and if you want to edit your colors in the very last moment, you can change it. For this example, I will choose grayscale, and you can also explore the difference between black and white and grayscale. I need to make sure that I enabled merge to one PDF file, and then I can go to the top, right click on Alley-oop and click on Publishing Properties. Here I will define where my output PDF file will be published. Another thing that I need to make sure that my format is PDF, and when I click on Publish, all the pages I created in Layout Book is being published by using this Publisher navigation, as you see here. Here we have our PDF file consisting of all the project pages. Of course, my project is not completed yet, so you see some of the missing measurements, dimensions, etc. So, however, let's continue and let me show how you can publish this PDF. Since we have two sizes of pages, one A4 and the rest is A3, you need to send those pages separately to the printer. Click on File, Print, and here choose only page 1 to print separately. And the rest of the pages from 2 to 12, in my case, will be printed on A3 pages, and I will make sure that only it will be printed on one side, not both sides, and then it will be on landscape. That's it.